Welcome to Answering the Call, the official podcast of the 12th Man Foundation. Our show brings you closer to the heart of Texas A&M athletics through powerful stories of perseverance, purpose, and life-changing opportunities made possible by 12th Man Foundation donors. From student athletes and coaches to former students and dedicated staff, you'll hear firsthand how donor support shapes the lives of Aggie student athletes in competition and beyond. Whether you're a lifelong Aggie or simply curious about what makes Texas A&M so special, you're in the right place. Let's dive into today's episode. Howdy, and thanks for joining us on another episode of Answering the Call, the official podcast of the 12th Man Foundation. I'm your host, Ivy Robinson, and joining me in studio today is Texas A&M football student athlete Armaje Reed Adams. Welcome to the show, and thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, man. It's a privilege. I hope I can bring something exciting to the show today.
It's going to be a great conversation today, and I'm really excited for our listeners to get to know more about your story. And little did they know, or actually some of them might know this, but we are talking to not only a football student athlete and offensive lineman for the Aggie football team, but also a podcast host of Read Between the Lines. You have your own show, Armaje. Can you tell us about that?
It started off as an internship that I had for my degree. I'm a marketing student, so I'm in a Mays Business School, so I just used it as an opportunity to do something that I really wanted to do. So I reached out to Texas A&M, and I did a few videos with them previously, so I had a good relationship with them. It was a new experience, so when I got on, we just doing ideas off each other and came up with that, and I ran with it.
That's awesome, and how great of them to just, welcome you in and say, yeah, come in and let you use their equipment. And I know they're pros over there too with the media and sports coverage, but this is a fun question. When you were prepping for those episodes, did you just go into them like on the fly, or did you actually prep questions and think about kind of what you wanted to say before the camera started rolling?
So fun fact, like my first episode, I tried to do that and it was a little tough. Like I couldn't remember and I was fumbling. So after like the first or second retake, I just went ahead and just did it off of my mind and came from my heart. And I was talking to Marcel. He made it so easy. I was so thankful to have Marcel as my guest, and that's when we told everybody we was cousins. So it was just a cool experience. And then I found out what was the biggest part. I found out I'm not on camera the whole time. So I can relax a little bit, because at first I'm just standing still, not trying to move. And I was really nervous, but man, the people behind the camera, behind the scenes, they did a very wonderful job of just helping me get through it. And so after that, I just went and tried to do some research, just look where they from, who they are, just what they've been through in life, just some base knowledge. But I ain't writing no questions. I just came with some ideas that I wanted to talk about, how I wanted to relate to them and how I could, and then something that we could help people that's listening. Right. So we hit on some problems and stuff like that people went through in life and tried to relate and help people through it. So we did a lot of things. So I tried to use it as a platform to do everything.
Man, I can relate to you. Like the very first time I ever recorded a podcast for this very show, I think I wrote so many questions down. I was super over prepared. And it ended up working out. But now, as I've gotten a few more episodes into the show, and we're coming up, on a year now of Answering the Call podcast, I'm kind of like you, like what you said. I like to do my background research, get to know a little bit about the guest and what they've done, who they are, where they're from. And then I'll have some bullet points and some ideas of things I want to ask about. So, doing that background research, but then allowing the conversation to flow naturally, which is a good tactic.
I feel like one of the most important parts of it was the interview before the interview. So when the guest gets there and you just introduce yourself and just talk to them, just a little short, brief thing, go over what's being said and stuff, you just can figure out how to talk to somebody, how really the podcast is going to go from that point.
Do you think it's more difficult to be a host or a guest on a podcast?
Man, It's two different perspectives. It's like it's hard to do both, but it's hard to host a show. Like it's hard to like transfer conversations and like move, and then how you want to segment your shows, and it's a lot that goes into it.
Right, a lot of planning and strategic thinking about what goes into a show and how you structure it, for sure. You mentioned two things earlier that I want to come back to. You mentioned marketing. Is that your degree, right? And you recently graduated, correct?
Yes.
Congrats to you.
Thank you.
Tell us about what that moment meant when you graduated. It was this past May, correct?
Yeah, it meant a lot. I always wanted to be an Aggie growing up. Family wanted to be an Aggie, and never truly knew what it meant to be an Aggie. Just liked the football program and the traditions in the stadium. And then coming here and learning what it meant to get that ring and how it can just help you way beyond just football. I'm pretty excited to, get my Aggie ring.
Help you way beyond football, that Aggie network, and being able to have that ring is just, it opens you up to endless opportunities, right? And the connections, and you never know what it's going to lead to, right? That having the Aggie degree.
I met an Aggie in Cabo.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you recently go to Cabo?
A few months ago.
Nice.
Yeah.
What did he say? He just come up to you and start talking?
Yeah, I was just in golfing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And just got to talking, and he was an Aggie, I was an Aggie, and we went from there.
Did you tell him you're on the football team?
Yeah.
Was he like, oh my God? Did he take a picture or selfie?
Yeah, definitely. All of that. It was a good time.
That's cool. Definitely. That's cool. Okay, well, let's go back a little bit, Armajé, and I know you're from Dallas, Texas. Can you tell our listeners about growing up in Dallas? Tell us about your high school and maybe like a favorite memory from your childhood. And also tell us about your family. That's a lot. That's a lot there. But
Dallas, it's a big, small town. So like for me, I moved around a lot. Me, my mom, and my sister. My dad is in my life. I love my dad. He's the greatest dad ever. Like I couldn't be here without him. But they weren't together, so we just moved with my mom. But so I know everybody from every part of the city. They know me from somewhere because I always played football. So that'll bring everybody in the community around, no matter what. So I just know a lot of people growing up. So by the time I got to high school, I graduated from DeSoto High School. It's one of the best high schools, period.
Big football program, right?
The best, if I say it, but I'm a little biased. I mean, we got a lot of DeSoto legends up here coming through Texas A&M, so it's kind of a little proven, if I say.
Yeah.
But it was a great place. That's where I developed not only who I was as a football player, but as a person who I wanted to be growing up. As an older person when I got to college, it really gave me that mentality that never quit and just attack what I want mentality.
Yeah.
So I'm really thankful for the people at DeSoto.
That's awesome.
Family, I got a very big family, like very loving family. My family's so crazy. It's huge. And I shout outs to them. Man, they too much to even talk about. This podcast would be 2 hours before I start talking about my family.
I bet they enjoy coming and watching you play here on game days.
Definitely, because it's a different drive from Kansas to Dallas to Texas A&M.
Oh, yeah.
So, they really thankful. I be bringing family out so much. Like, I be trying to get all the tickets. People know.
So tell me about your recruitment process, and let's go back to high school, and you're coming up in the DeSoto football program. When did you receive your first offer, and what led to you deciding to go to Kansas? So let's go back to that point in your life.
So like I said, I moved around a lot as a kid. So I went to like 3-4 different high schools. I didn't get my first offer until the summer of going into my senior year, and that was UNT and Illinois State. And then I transferred to DeSoto. And then I kind of enrolled to Duncanville and then unenrolled because my mom didn't like that decision. She stayed in Duncanville, but she was working in DeSoto.
Okay.
So, but my dad was staying in DeSoto at the time as well. So we chose DeSoto because that's where she was working, and my sister was already going there too.
Gotcha, yeah.
But I thought at the time Duncanville had the better program until I got there because Mathis came back. Coach Mathis, he's a huge Hall of Fame Texas football coach. So he came back to DeSoto, so I went back with him.
Nice.
Yeah, but so I was under recruited. So I had a few offers and people wanted me to wait until the later, like after signing day. Like I said, I went to DeSoto, so I got that chip on my shoulder. So I was like, forget it, go to the best option I got, and it was Kansas because I love Les Miles. And he the greatest salesman ever. He one of my favorite head coaches of all time. I was a huge fan of his while he was at LSU, all those famous football players. So like he called me for like 2 weeks straight out of class just to re-offer me. Like I just want to let you know.
That phone is ringing left and right.
Man, same class. Like the teacher knew, like, but he loved Les Miles too. Like my teacher was a football guy, so he loved Les Miles too. He like, let's call again. So
was he letting you answer the call like in class?
Yeah. So, so the first few, but then he started letting me step out of class. So I was stepping out of class. I was talking to him. He just say, I just want to let you know you got an offer to come play at the University of Kansas. I love you. You know, he just filling me up with all that.
Yep.
He told me I remind him of Lyle Collins and Trey Turner. So I'm all
He knew
hyped.
what to say.
He knew exactly what to say. Like, I remember him, the strength coach FaceTime Leonard Fournette, and I talked to him because he came from the LSU with him. So, like, I was hooked. I was sold. I went on my visit and counseled all the rest of them.
You were like, I'm sold.
I'm going to Kansas. And then I went with two other my teammates from high school.
Fun. Yeah,
So
what teammates were those?
They both played receiver, Lawrence Arnold and then Jordan Brown.
What was the first year like living in Kansas and being a part of that program? Was it a hard transition going from Texas to Kansas?
No, it really wasn't because there was so many people from Texas up there. Like, you would be shocked. So we had a coach that grew up in Dallas. He knew half of us by the time we was 14 because we played football throughout the city. So when he got that job, like, most of us followed him. So it was a lot of us from Dallas.
So it felt like a home away from home in a way.
Les Miles bring Louisiana, and we so close, so we relate so well. So the team was so fun. It was different. Like, it was different. And we had a lot of great football players that just couldn't get out of the Kansas hole. Like, there were so many good football players. Like, and a lot of them transferred and went to SEC schools and got drafted. And you won't even know they went to Kansas.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you think that experience of being a part of Kansas and going and playing with those guys and underneath those coaches shaped you and prepared you for SEC level play?
Being around that type of environment my first year shaped me because, like, the workouts was like his last job was LSU, so that's all he really knows. So that's what our environment was, but it wasn't a functional environment for the type of team we had. Mm-hmm. So the second coach we brought in, he set in place a culture that was undeniable. And, like, the next 3 years, we went in 10 games. In the third year of his turnaround, we went in 10 games. So, like, in a bowl game since 2010, I think, 8.
Yeah.
So, like, being around something that turned around like that, like, just shaped me for this SEC level play. And then, like I said, it was football players there that just was in the shadows. So I got to face some good competition. And then the Big 12, that ain't no joke either. I still played Texas and OU, and I played some of my best football versus those games. So that's how I got here.
Yeah. Okay. When did A&M come onto the scene? And tell us about your decision to transfer here to Texas A&M.
I just needed to get out of Kansas. Really.
Come back home to Texas.
Yeah. And then as soon as I entered my name in portal, like, one of the first schools that contacted me, and I knew, but because my family already was like, that's where we want you to go.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to put that on me, but I can tell on all their faces and everything. But I wanted to go see because this is my first opportunity to be that top recruit. Now I got Ohio State and Tennessee and Florida State and Oklahoma and all these schools calling me. Now like, I'm a kid again. So I set up all these visits. Of course, I come to Texas A&M first, got to do that, and I fell in love with what Elko was selling, and then Coach Cushion. He's an amazing coach. He's the best offensive line coach I've been with since I've been in college. So seeing what he did with Graham Barton and turning his career around and making him a first-round draft pick and seeing he could do the same with me, that was the plan. So Like it was easy to pick Texas A&M. So then I went to Tennessee, and then I had Ohio State, Florida State, and Oklahoma set up. And then like after that Tennessee trip, because it was back to back, I was so tired, and I already knew. Like I sat in the hotel in Tennessee and chose A&M.
You're like, why am I doing this? I know where I want to go. Why
Yeah,
have I
so
even?
counseled, went home, and
That's awesome.
been an Aggie ever since.
This will be your second season this
Mhm.
fall. So what can you tell, the Aggie football fans, season ticket holders who are listening right now, what can they expect when y'all take the field this fall? How would you describe the offense?
Explosive. I know every interview y'all hear from us right now, we keep saying the same thing. And if everybody's saying it, it ain't a lie. I think we can do whatever we want when we want to. It's just how well can we execute today? It's all up to us. I really think it is. Like, it's all on us because I feel like we got every piece. And turning our whole offensive line and our running back room so special. We 4-5 deep. I even like the freshmen. I think they can come in and play at this level already.
That's exciting.
And Marcel and Miles, I feel comfortable with them behind us. And then the new receivers we brought in, I know everybody excited to see them play, and I am too because they show a lot in practice. And then our defense, Elko back there and doing his thing. So we all already, like everybody is excited. I'm just as giddy as the fans.
Yeah. How do you think this year is comparing to like last year's preseason?
So it's the second year of a building program. So like we're more advanced, we're faster, bigger, stronger, and then our culture is set in place now. So now we're trying to not set a standard. Now we're trying to hold a standard. So it's two completely different things. Now we're going out there not guessing what we need to see, but trying to meet what we know we need to do. So it's a lot easier.
I've heard about the Moffitt effect. Several football players that have come onto the show have talked about the Moffitt effect and how it's real and it's really had an impact on y'all. What's your perspective of strength and conditioning under Coach Moffitt?
Like I said, I was an LSU fan, and he was the source of it. Like you can see him on the sideline going crazy at the games, and you want to know who. Oh, it's the strength coach. And then all these players come out of there and go to the NFL. They talk about him, and then when you meet him, he lives up to everything you expect him to be. And then also, my strength coach at Kansas came from up under him at one point, so I was kind of used to the type of program Moffitt was running, just not Moffitt.
Yeah.
So when I got around Moffitt and how he run, it's totally different. Like everybody can do it, but it's only one Moffitt.
Who else on the coaching staff? I mean, you've talked about Elko, obviously, and I know he's had a huge impact on you and your game, but tell us about Coach Cushing and maybe how he's helped you see and understand the game maybe in a new or unique way.
Yeah, at this point, he helped me so much on and off the field. He's more than a coach to me. Like, I'm best friends with his son. Like, hey, Alex, I hope you listen to this.
Shout out, Alex.
But yeah, like he's a great guy, and then he's a even better coach. He's smart as hell, and he knows what it takes. Like I said, he had a guy named Grant Barton that he turned into a first-round pick. And we both in a similar situation when Coach Cushing came into our football careers. So, and we both looking like we're going to end up first-round picks.
Let's go. That's right. Okay, this is kind of changing topics a little bit, but I want to just ask, I'm curious, do you have any stories from your time at the line of scrimmage when something was like super intense or it was electrifying or something crazy just happened like at the line of scrimmage? Do you have any like unique, funny or stories that stand out to you?
I got one from my time at Kansas, and then one from at A&M. It was when Marcel got picked up off the ground versus LSU at the 3-yard line, and me and Trey came and hit him into the end zone. But by the time we got him in the end zone, everybody else came, so we pushed the pile over. So we all getting up, and we just all hitting each other, and we all just going crazy. Like that whole time on the sideline, like walking to the sideline, we just like going crazy. more out of breath from the celebration than the actual
The actual play. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
that was crazy. And then versus Texas Tech, like coaches giving a talk out there. We were in the middle of a game. You know, they throw tortillas, and you see one fly and hit him, and you see everybody try to hold it together. And while he
Wait, hit the
talking,
coach?
you hit the coach while he talking. Like,
Oh
and
my
you see
gosh.
people trying to hold it together, but it didn't go well. I mean, everybody started laughing. It was crazy.
Oh man. I really don't understand that tradition at Tech, but I know there's some specific reason. But the tortillas, man.
I don't get it.
Oh, yeah. Well, that LSU game, what a game. I mean, just atmosphere, all black jerseys. It was such a good game.
Like, being on the field, what people say is real. Like, it actually takes your breath away without even running, jumping, or doing
Oh,
nothing.
man.
Like, these fans are different. Like, I done played in front of sold-out Kansas. Like, and people who played in both will tell you, like, Kansas ain't no joke when it's sold out. Because we was the first team to sell it out in like 10, 15 years. So when we
That's
did
awesome.
it, we had some real fans come out. But A&M, Kyle Field, no comparison at all. And I've been in different stadiums and during big games. Like, I was in a LSU stadium when they played Bama. But us versus LSU was louder than that.
Oh, it was so loud. It was deafening loud. Tell us about the very first time you walked down the tunnel and played a game at Kyle Field. What was that experience like?
I almost dropped a tear. I would have goosebumps. Like, real. Sometimes I get it just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like, my friends, close friends would tell you, like, it's real. Like, I had real goosebumps. Because it's just the atmosphere and then what it meant. And then also, like, football really means something to me. So, like, I'm going out here, and this is my first time in front of something like this. And it's Notre Dame. It's a dream opponent.
Yeah.
Like, my first game in Cal Field is versus Notre Dame.
So, Armajé, what is your why for football and your drive? And where does your passion for the game originate? Did someone encourage you to start playing football? Did you have friends or family who played that you looked up to? Like, what's your why?
It's a lot. My parents would tell you, like, I was cursed at birth. Like, I didn't have a choice. As soon as I came out, I just gravitated to football. As soon as I came out, I had a football in my hand. By the time I was like 4 years old, I was already trying to play flag. By the time I understood what it meant, and then I got old enough and seeing my cousins playing it, I was hooked. And then, like, I'm a competitive person. Like, when I was a young kid, like, I couldn't lose in a video game without crying and wanting to turn it off. Like, when I lose, my mama's making it go off. Like, everybody got to turn it off. Nobody can play it because I'm upset. Like, after football games, like, I had to play for the best team. Like, I had to be the best.
Okay, this is changing the topic a little bit, but, you know, we've talked a lot about so far. You are a part of the Kansas football program. You've been to a lot of different stadiums. You probably know a lot about different collegiate football programs across the country.
Mm-hmm.
How would you describe the level of support that Texas A&M student athletes have compared to these other programs? And why are you grateful for the resources, the facilities, the scholarship opportunity to come here and get that Aggie degree that you just earned? Tell us about your perspective on all of those things.
A lot of places, it's a community around them. But I think here, simply, it just means more to the people here. They really care, and they go to hire people that really care. It's all Aggies. Like, it's literally Aggies helping Aggies. Like, everywhere you go around here, everybody's an Aggie. And if they not, they wanted to be an Aggie since they was a kid. And they doing everything in their power to be an Aggie. When you win football games and give these fans something they deserve, they show you so much love. We just going out here to give y'all something to cheer about.
The building that we're sitting in right now, the Adam C. Sin Academic and Wellness Center, what's your favorite part of this state-of-the-art facility?
I play offensive line. It's the cafeteria. Like, it's the
Good
best.
answer. Good answer.
But now, serious, it's been the academic center upstairs. They've been helping me a lot to graduate and everything. So This whole building is so amazing. Shoot, even this, I didn't even know this was in here. I might have to use this once or twice.
Yeah. You can come do more podcasts over here. In this section, we've got this audio podcast room, and then there's a room set up right over here that's set up for video podcasts. So there's lots of great resources in this building for student athletes.
Yeah, yes. And they all here to help us, and they reach out. They love to see us, and no matter where we are, and check in on us. Like, it's really a family community.
Staying on the topic of support, you were a part of an autograph session event sponsored by the 12th Man Foundation, and you got to be on an offensive player panel and answer some questions, and then you got to interact with supporters of the Aggie football program after that through signing autographs and taking pictures. What was that entire experience like for you?
That was so cool just to interact with the fans, see the ones that really be there day in and day out, like little kids, and some of us are their favorite players. So yeah, it was a different feeling, and then just going out there signing all these things, and they got so many cool items and like really collectible stuff. Like, it was really cool to see pictures of me and stuff. It was a shock. Like, it was 45 minutes. I think I was out there until the defense was starting signing autographs. I didn't even know I had that many fans, so I was so appreciative. Like, nothing compared to Marcel. Like, he a trooper. Like, he really loved y'all because he was out there for a long time. And like,
Marcel's line
he didn't
was
want to stop signing autographs.
20 yards, 30 yards.
Yes,
long.
they made him stop signing autographs. So, like, if you didn't get it, don't blame him. Like, he was going to be there all day for y'all. So, like, I really love y'all. These fans are amazing.
So, speaking of Marcel, tell me about y'all's friendship and what's it like being able to be on the offensive line, protecting him as right guard?
Yeah, like, on and off the field, he's two totally different people. Like,
really?
Off the field, like, he is like one of the funniest and coolest people to be around. Like, on the field, like, so cool, calm, and collected, not too high, not too low. Like, and he's a super competitor, but off the field, like, he's the guy that you want to get the mic at the party because he's gonna make everybody laugh. He really got everything to be a superstar. So I can't wait to see y'all really see him in the full season. Yeah. Our relationship been like really cool just to see it grow because we didn't know at first, and so it's organic now. And then, you know, the relationship we have as football teammates is one, and then it's another relationship to be an offensive lineman and a quarterback, and then now us being family. So like it's a lot. Like, we really tight.
Is there anyone else on the team that has really pushed you and made you an even better player?
Yeah, every single one of them. Like, this is an environment where Elko created that everybody pushes everybody. Everybody pushes me, like Cassius Howe to Nate Jackson. Everybody in that offensive line room, like, they get on me the most. The DBs love to get on me, like, and Torian York won't let me have down play. Like, he gonna let me hear about it. Like, this is one of the teams where everybody talk to everybody. Like, I see everybody have different personal relationships with all kinds of people. Like, the DBs having single one-on-one relationships with walk-on offensive linemen. Like, you don't see that in programs. Like, over there laughing and having one-on-one conversations, and they on two totally different spectrums, like two different sides of the world. So, like, we pretty cool in the locker room, you know.
Right. Yeah. That just proves it's a great culture right now.
Yeah, definitely.
And strong team, right?
As you see, like, Elko is really letting us be hands-on with recruiting. Like, we yay or nay. And you see we getting 5 stars, and they been around us. We are here and being around them and showing them, like, the locker room environment, not what it looked like. Because everybody locker room at this level look amazing, but we showing our locker room environment. So that's why we winning these kids over.
That's awesome. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the people and the relationships that are going to make or break you, right? Yeah. I mean, it's so obvious. You want to come and be a part of a great program where, one, you're not only going to become a better football player and develop that'll prepare you for the NFL, but two, you're making some great lifelong connections, and you want to do that with people you love and care about, you know? So
definitely.
That's awesome.
And then it's kind of cool because, like, this is SEC football. So, like, some of these players have been famous before they got here. So now you get to see who they really are. Right? So it's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So changing topics again really quickly and kind of going back to support, many of our listeners on this podcast are 12 Pin Foundation donors and season ticket holders who really want student athletes to have the best facilities. They want to provide scholarship opportunities for student athletes like yourself. They want athletes to have the best resources in terms of academic support, nutrition, mental health, sports, medicine, all of those things. So why are you specifically grateful for those individuals?
They make us go. Like, none of this is possible without them. Like, y'all are the foundation that we stand on, and that's like no pun intended.
Yeah, I like it, yeah.
And then like y'all truly are the fans, and then y'all came before us. A lot of these foundation donors or past players, past athletes, and past students, so that they just like to see other Aggies benefit, and it give us the courage and the want to continue it on and continue making this better for the next generation. So we want to let y'all know it's going to good use. Like, we gonna, turn this thing around and win some football games.
Absolutely. One more question for you. Why are you specifically proud that you were able to get a scholarship opportunity, come here and get that great degree? And then also you've been living in the era of name, image, and likeness. So you've been able to utilize NIL and profit off of that. So how has that entire experience been, and why are you grateful for those financial opportunities?
I'm grateful really because it didn't happen for me the first time. My situation in Kansas for a while wasn't easy. I scratched and clawed for every opportunity, and then I came in without NIL. Like, I'm old. So I came in without NIL. So my first 3 years wasn't NIL. My last year at Kansas, I was minimal. Like, it was something, but and it completely changed my life on every level. And then, plus, I went out and showed I deserved it. But I didn't go for the money. Like, I took less to come here. Like, it wasn't about the money. It was about the program and where I wanted to be. Like, I wanted to come to a program where I know I could go to the NFL and be the best I could be. And then also continue to develop. I felt like I hit a standstill there. Like, I grew all that I could, so I just needed a clean start. And so I'm so thankful. Like, when I say every level, even my mom is thankful for this program because she know what it means for me to be on the field and play at this level, because it was always my dream. So, it even changed my mom's, outlook on this whole situation in football. So I really appreciate, it changed my life.
Man, that's incredible. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, definitely.
And finally, to wrap up this episode today, Armajé, why are you proud to be an Aggie and wear the maroon and white?
The tradition, the love from the fans, what it means to wear those colors, and what the 12th man really means, the story of the 12th man. That's why I'm proud, because you have to be strong to be an Aggie. And like I said, I always wanted to be a competitive person, so wanted to be the best. I came to one of the best. So I'm just proud that I can be in that space with some of the best.
And final thoughts to leave with our listeners in terms of getting ready for the upcoming football season and what they can expect?
Just come out, support us, pack those stadiums. We know y'all gonna be loud. We're just gonna give y'all a lot to cheer about this year.
Armajé Reed-Adams on Answering the Call podcast. Armajé, thank you again for joining us on the show.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us on another episode of Answering the Call. If you're enjoying the show, please rate and follow us on your podcast streaming platform of choice so you can be the first to know when a new episode drops. As always, a big thank you to our incredible podcast producer, Megan Rohde, to 12 Man Productions and Texas A&M Athletics NIL Department. We also extend our heartfelt gratitude to every donor and season ticket holder for always answering the call through loyal support of Texas A&M Athletics and our student athletes. We'll be back soon with more content. Thanks, and gig 'em.